This ties it up 3-3. This is the most back and forth we could hope this could ever be.
Let's go.
Sadly, like we said, there were only 2 Terrans in the tournament, so all you Terran fans out there, I apologize, but that will be the end of all Terran matches today. But let's talk about the remaining players. On Team Hearthstone, you have Lambo still standing and Namshar behind him. On Team Bly, you still have Bly, and Bly has the entire map pool at his disposal now as we've officially reset it. But you've also got Goblin. Goblin might just be the least recognizable name to many out there, but he's also one of the feistiest players here. So both teams have really good players left for some really great matchups, but we're really getting down to the wire in this one. 3-3, first to 5 wins in this best of 9 show match.
Well, 2 more wins for either team, and it's GG. $1,000.
$1,000 on the line. Goblin, man. Goblin, I like, we've watched Goblin in the past, and I've always enjoyed watching Goblin because he is so, you call him random almost in comparison to some of the other players that you would normally see here. He really mixes it up quite a bit, and he's unpredictable, which is probably his biggest strength, is Goblin's unpredictability. And so if they pull him out here for this next match, then it'll be fun to watch just how well his kind of more ad hoc style can do against the more traditional stuff on the other side of the field.
So do we know what players are coming up next, or who they're picking next for their...
We're waiting on picks right now. We just know that it's either Bly or Goblin, one of the two. So either Zerg or Protoss. I'm just giving you guys a bits update here really quick. We're at 9,859 bits cheered, which is close to $100 worth of bits we'll be adding into the already $1,788 we've raised in dollars. So it's actually closer to $1,900 in total at the end of the day. We're almost at $2,000 in terms of our goal, guys. But,
pretty crazy.
Okay. It's going to be Goblin stepping up next.
Oh,
they wanted to go to Kairos,
but
they baited the veto. Lambo goes for the veto.
All right.
So now...
You just set off my trap card.
Even though the entire map pool is available, the map they wanted the most removed from play. So there will be no Kairos Junction at all at any point.
Wow, okay.
I just like that Goblin's response to his map getting vetoed was ah in chat, by the way.
that was probably a really sad laugh.
One of the things to highlight here, and I think this is very important to note for those who don't know Bly very well, being the team captain, he is one of the most maniacal. I said this at the start of the stream, but he puts so much thought into these things. These aren't frivolent map picks. He was thinking about what map would give his team the best chance to win here for sure. So this is kind of a little awkward in terms of his map getting shut down like that, but I also believe that might be the last veto today out of that team. I can't remember if it was the other team that vetoed first or not, but each team only has 2 vetoes total, and once those are used up, that's it. So you do, as the loser, get a small advantage in terms of what map you want to play on. But we're going back to Cyber Forest, boys.
Oh, boy. My body's ready.
Let's do it.
A lot of bits coming in.
Yeah, 200 more coming from Count 071. Loved LAGTV back in 2011. You can still love them today, guys.
Yeah.
Stop loving
2019 LAGTV.
2019 LAGTV is just, there's a child in the mix, and I go to bed too late, and I'm dead half the time.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
Good summary, yeah.
That's pretty much the show. I mean, I can't add anything more than that.
Just old burnt out dudes.
Yeah. I'm a dad, and he's burnt out. It's the show. When cheese fails, we're still riding that.
That's right. Riding it
out to the sunset, boys.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, you guys are in. Great.
Yep,
yeah.
we're in.
I will say this, by the way, since you brought it up earlier and gave me a bit of a pat on the back. I was actually really afraid managing 10 players across like 3 hours would be impossible. I'm really glad that this has actually gone smoothly. There's been no no-shows.
Smooth.
We're almost at the end of it. This is great.
I can't believe it's not butter.
We got another donation coming in just as we get into this game. Thank you so much to Skunky, who's already donated several times today. Skunky30 with $25. Says hashtag
let's
two
go.
children.
Let's go.
Bless.
We need to make some more money.
It also says hashtag OTT. I don't know what that is. Oh,
Auto-Tune Tyrone.
Yeah.
Live
after that.
OTT.
All right,
Here we
continue on with the best of 9. Your guys' intros are a lot more fun than mine, so why don't you guys hit me up? Intro these players.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is time to get into it, man. The series is dead neck and neck. It's been impressive thus far. It's another game here for the World Vision 2019 Give Me Shelter, Base Trade, LAGTV coming together. Canadians at the very tippity top right now for the kids. Mixter Maximus
Blackstimus. Yes.
Blackstimus.
hit me up with the return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac again.
Up here in the top left-hand side of Cyber Forest, we have Lambo, and in the bottom right, we have Goblin.
Woo! I'm excited.
You just don't know what Goblin's going to do.
I'm excited.
I'm not even sure Goblin knows what he's going to do until he does it.
Well, I don't know who
Goblin
just donated
crushed it last year.
because they came in anonymously, but $42 for the
Let's
kids.
go.
I love these messages,
Let's
guys.
go.
So one thing I'd like to do really quick here, this is a little bit of self-serving for both myself and LAGTV. Number one, if you guys are enjoying the content you see, I know this is a once-off charity event, hit the follow button. We do a lot of StarCraft 2, so if you want to see more, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm actually playing, a huge show match, one that is way more deserving than I'm valued at, $1,000 between me and another streamer. That'll be happening tomorrow evening. If you guys want to check that out, be sure to come back. And I
Who you
believe
battling?
Jeff,
Riffs is about to make rent.
I'm playing Bexy SC, a Zerg player. But Jeff, I think last year you uploaded these to your guys' YouTube. Are you going to be doing it again?
Say that one more. Say that.
Last year you uploaded these to your YouTube channel, right? Are you going to be doing it again?
They will be there. Yeah,
So
I'm
if
recording
people
right now.
missed out on like the first half of this, where can they find the last, or where can they make up for it later?
YouTube.com/Life'sAGlitchTV. And if you want to find us, you can just go on YouTube and search When Cheese Fails, and you'll see our channel.
That's right.
Nice. Waxilla, thank you for the Prime sub. I know we haven't been given a lot of sub love today, guys, and it's not because I hate you, but it's just all about the kids. We're doing charity, fundraising, donations, bits, all that stuff is going towards this today. And actually, with that threshold, with Anonymous and Alaska Winter and Skunky, with the bits added in, we're actually at over $2,000 now. 2,000 US.
Let's go. Well
That's
done.
amazing, guys. Thank you
Well
so
done.
much, everybody. That is incredible. And that's 2,000 US.
Clappa.
Yeah.
So
a
that's
lot
like
more when we convert it.
2,600 Canadian. So that's pretty dope.
26,000 Canadian.
Well, that too.
Feels
Goblin.
like it.
We finally get to see some more Protoss action. And once again, opening up with the Adept. And are we going to, this time, we're going to see a robotics facility and a Twilight Council. Usually, what we were seeing in the past was the Oracle opening with the Adept.
Well, one of the contexts I need to add to this, because we saw Hearthstone play earlier, right? And Hearthstone played a very straight-up style versus Zerg and won many games versus Zerg. Goblin may try and emulate this, but I think Goblin's strengths are the fact that he tends to go all in more than, say, someone like Hearthstone would. And again, as a player like Lambo, that might be harder to put off. So I actually feel like this is almost a bit mismatched. Not because one player is better than the other, but it's just the play styles really clash on this one. But Goblin is also so good that if you wanted to play a straight-up macro game, 3 bases, go to carriers and stuff like that, it's within his wheelhouse. It's not like he's incapable of doing it. I'm just talking about how we normally see these guys play. And Goblin, I know he's a little bit down in the dumps lately because of his play style, and WCS seasons and all these losses feel bad, but he is a really good player, honestly.
Yeah, we've seen that last year. He was crushing it last year, so I'm pretty excited to see what he can do for us this year. Unfortunately, if he does lose a game, that is it for him. He doesn't have a best of 3. He doesn't have a best of 5. This is the show. This Overlord coming into the base and getting all of the information that it needs. He's going to lose 2 Overlords, but he sees everything, and there is the laugh my ass off. It's an all-in, boys. It's a 2-base all-in.
The thing about this is Goblin's he's shameless. He's not even trying to hide it. Underneath the Overlord, he builds the additional gateways.
Just building everything.
But the thing is, the second the Twilight Council was scouted, that's what Lambo was lamowing at. It wasn't laughing at the gateways going down. He knew exactly what the build was upon scouting, and again, Goblin putting these gateways underneath the Overlord, it almost feels a little BM to an extent.
Well, he already knows what's happening. I mean, he's not pulling the wool over anyone's eyes. You might as well just build them wherever you can build them the fastest. And here we go. It's happening.
Yeah, this is it.
And with Lambo knowing what's coming, he's got 10 Roach just about to pop and a Ravager en route as well. And this is going to, oh man, with the Zealot speed to boot, this is going to be some positional play.
This is an all-in.
Who's going to make it happen.
This is what this is. This is either you're going to get it or you're not. And the fact that Lambo scouted it out, I'm going to wager on no. But we'll see.
Charge lots are just so good in general.
I think it's Warp Prism Micro on these Immortal against those Roaches that determines this match right now.
One
Yeah,
of the
but
big
there's
problems-
so many queens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there's just so many queens right now. I don't know how he even keeps the warp prism alive to
Look at
even
this.
warp.
He blitzes the front line, no problem. Takes on these roaches without a care in the world, but he's got to stay away from those queens, as Jeff just pointed out.
Beautiful
In fact,
micro,
he's
though.
even abandoning ship over here to go down to the third instead, which is not a bad option. Huge warp is to hit this
No.
mineral line. All those gateways that
Wow.
were
That's a lot
scouted
of
being put into
zealots.
full effect. And he's going to kill the
Ooh,
Roach Warren!
Roach Warren! Yes.
Oh.
Wow. He manages to get that, man. Crazy
That's huge.
warp prism control here. Crazy.
I mean, the fact that
He's
Lambo put
being
this
real
down at the
smart with
third.
that warp prism just on the edge of these bases here.
Yeah.
Just huge.
Unfortunately, a lot of his attack is starting to fizzle out, though. The Zealots were trading out
Yeah.
okay early on, but now there's just so many units out of
Yeah.
Lambo. But what Goblin was really hoping on was picking up that Roach Warren. You know, what you whittle away at will not be rebuilt, but that's not how this is going so far.
Yeah. It's pretty much over. It was a 2-base all-in. He got scouted. If it didn't get scouted, this might have been a bit of a different story. But just super prepared. Got all kinds of queens out. And unfortunately, he just hasn't done any real damage. Sure, it looked pretty, but, you know, there was no real substance there. Just kind of like a... I won't even say it here because for the kids. But you know where I'm going with that.
The thing is,
Maybe you
it's
don't,
still,
but it was...
It's still not over, though. Like,
No.
this is an aggressive attack that... it's just... the blitz of Zealots coming in here is going to catch some of this off guard. Queens again from behind. He's going to create a wall of blades, essentially, keeping the Zerglings from getting on top of the Immortals initially. The Immortals don't need to be firing at the Roaches and not wasting shots at
Yeah.
these Zerglings.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Whoa,
Holy-
another
he gets away from
huge
Queens.
warp
This is not
cycle.
this is not over. The charge lots are very strong, and he's been getting
Oh
some
my God.
decent position here.
Dude.
And the fact that the warp prism stays alive this whole time, this is all it was. It was the
You know
warp
what's gonna
prism
happen?
keeping these immortals going. And really,
Is this real life?
Goblin's winning this game right now, boys.
You know what's going to happen? The next time Jeff gets that itch for StarCraft, we're going to see him doing this build. He's got the replay. He can learn from it for sure.
This was it. It
Dude,
was
he
the warp
should have
prism
lost this
the
game.
whole time.
This game should have been over.
It's,
Don't doubt the zealots.
Okay, so at this point, he's at least brought the worker count to be more manageable. So it's not like, oh my god, Goblin's so far behind economically. But the tech is still, for both players, this is a very techless game.
Yeah.
This is the most brute
Yeah.
force version of ZVP you could ask to see.
Yeah. Oh boy, if he loses that, he cannot lose that warp prism. I don't know how this warp prism is still alive, and he's gonna go ahead and recall it back. I'm thinking if I was Lambo in this situation, even having one spore crawler in the back of that mineral line would have paid off in spades there. It's actually quite impressive that Goblin has been able to make this, to pull this off. That is a lot of charge lots still out in the field. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The problem
absolutely.
is, it's a numbers game. It's not just positioning. Obviously, the warp prism and the micros you've been highlighting is a big part of it, but God, the amount of zealots have been warped in. There's no gas required here for Goblin at all. Like everyone knows, he's not even mining gas. He's just pure mineral income, pure warp-ins with this.
Yep. Well, this is going to be a pretty close battle. The Zealot's not able to get a very good surround. That creep's going to come in handy if he can start
Oh.
microing off on those Zealots.
He does start picking
It's
up some
going
of
to
the
be
queens.
close. Yep. It's going to be close, man. It looks like he's going to be able to hold this. Warp
I like
Prism
this.
is gone. Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
No,
He just
no,
backed
that's
it
the thing.
up.
The
Oh
queens
my-
were chasing it off a creep. That's why the Immortals were firing at them.
Oh.
They'll pick up 4 zealots from the main base and salvage this attack too. And of course, that
Wow.
huge warp in. But the supply differential here is still, it's 34 units
Yeah.
for the Protoss, 68 for Lambo.
Yeah. He needs more Immortals, but unfortunately, it's just not going to fly. I mean, he can't even... I think he's completely walled off down at his main. It's just... this is it. He's just going to have to make this work with the Warp Prism. He's getting one sentry. He
Guardian
needs 2,
Shield.
though.
Well, I don't know if we go for force. I don't think he's got enough energy for force fields. Guardian Shield could help reduce some of the damage from the roaches. I don't know what the plan with the sentry is, though, to be honest. That's
He
weird.
still needs a way better
Oh,
positioning.
whoa, forget what
That
he
was
said.
nice.
That force field
Oh my
was
God, that
sick.
was nice. Oh my
With the
God,
queens
that was
finally gone, he
beautiful,
can
dude.
now keep the Warp Prism on the front line. This has constantly
Oh
been pushed
my
off by the
God,
queens.
bro.
And now the
Is he
Immortals
gonna
finally
pull
get to
this off?
shine.
Is he
I mean-
going to pull this off, dude?
I don't know,
Look
dude. It's
at
hard.
that.
It's
Oh
so
my-
close. It's still
Look
so
at these
close.
Immortals go
It's
to work.
super close, dude.
Whoa!
There is
what
like-
about 26
Wow.
kills. 26 kills on each. Holy
This is
shit!
insane.
He needs to get some more economy damage done here because Lambo is just eventually going to like win this game based on money alone. Like he's I mean, I don't know anything about StarCraft, but I feel like at some point he could have probably like Goblin did enough damage to consider actually
Yeah, but
spending
he's not.
400 minerals on a third Nexus.
No. Not against someone like Lambo. Like the thing is, it sounds silly, but realistically, his plan isn't to play the late game. He doesn't want to have to macro
He's all
against
in.
a macro beast.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you're
he's
right.
all
Like
in.
at some point, a third's necessary because he's actually mined out of his main. Essentially, that's how long this attack has been going on for.
Yeah, exactly.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely crazy. Right now, Lambo's buying time. Like he's pushing the units back, and he's getting more and more economy going, more and more units going. 86 supply to 113, but now there is a fair amount of sentries in play, not only for the Guardian Shields, but also for some critical force fields. And this is going to be the show, guys. This right here will be the show. Who is going to take this? It's going to boil down to a micro war. Nice force fields there, picking off some of those Roach, but breaking them from the hot fire mixtapes. And a couple of centuries going down. I think it's over. I think it's over. Lambo's going to hold this. Yeah.
I think he's just out of money at this point, which is the worst part of it.
Yeah.
And of course, the counterattack hits off, so there are lings in the main base. Funny enough, if the probes die, it doesn't hurt because there's too many for the minerals that he has. Goblin was...
There
It's
it
going to
is.
be a GG.
Man.
He was
GG.
so close to breaking Lambo. Like, so
That was very,
close.
very close. Yeah.
Wow. That was an intense micro game.
That
Yeah.
was very intense. I mean, the amount of work, even though he got scouted, the amount of work he did there in the very early attack with the Warp Prism there with the Immortals, he was always just keeping that Warp Prism on the edge of every one of those ramps and moving them around and moving that Warp Prism just outside of the Queen's attack range and kept that Warp Prism alive the entire game.
Yeah.
That one Warp Prism was basically the entire game and really almost got it for him.
Never lost it.
But just, yeah, he never lost it, but he just couldn't quite get past enough to do enough like economy damage. If he was able to get in to get a little bit more economy damage done, it might have been nice. The game would have been over even faster if he didn't snipe that Roach Warren.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we are getting close to it. It's officially match point. Bly is the only
It
player
is.
remaining on Team Bly. And Bly is kind of a bit of a sniper a lot of the time. I wholly and entirely believe he could defeat Lambo, even with a cheesy all-in. But at the same time, Lambo is just as big of a big brain player as Bly is. So this won't be easy for him. The only thing Bly has going for him going to this is that he does get map pick.
Godspeed, Bly. Godspeed.
Buckle up, Buttercup. This is for all the cookies.
This also means, by the way, guys, since we're almost done with the show today, we are $500 shy of getting a bonus match of me versus Nova War. Whether you want to see that happen or not, up to you. But it's also, more notably, possibly some of the last games to get your donations in for today. So if you want to help support World Vision, help us with this charity drive. I mean, we've already blown it out of the water. $2,000-ish. Again, that's because we got to figure out the exact
Yeah, we've
math
already
later,
crushed
but
it today. Big money, guys.
Yeah.
You guys have done very well. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
This is, yeah, just if you guys were going to donate, this is the game to do it. This is the one. Anything and everything counts. $1, $2, $5, 500.
If Bly wins, there will be one more match. If Bly loses, then this will be the end of it. So, I mean, we are really at the end of the road, end of the show today, guys. But let's see. It's New Repugnancy we're hopping into. This is a pretty bland map, so nothing too crazy to take advantage of here. And Lambo, again, I guess reminding everybody for the players, we've managed to, between the multitudes of us, up the prize pool for the players up to $1,000 Canadian as well. So each of these guys are getting a pretty good payday, split across their 5 teammates.
Not bad. Not bad for a few hours.
No, this is probably fantastic for everybody. And of course, all the participants, I want to really highlight this. I hope you guys have enjoyed the participants because all of these guys who've played today have been given a direct invite to BTSL Season 3 once that big tournament kicks off. That's kind of TBA, still to be announced, but yeah, I'm very, we don't normally do invites. There's a bit of context. We force everybody to play qualifiers. So an invite to that tournament is a really big advantage. But thank you to everybody who's participated as well. Count 0, 200 bits coming in. Says instead of the burgers I haven't bought yesterday. I can't. You guys have ruined burgers. It's already bad enough as is.
You can't ruin burgers. Come on, bro.
Well, I mean, you let them burn on. You can ruin burgers, Adam.
Well, I
Put
mean,
pineapple
you have to try
on it.
awful
Like, you
hard.
can ruin burgers, Adam.
Pineapple on a burger is fine. You do it right. That's not. It's not a pizza.
I've literally never had a pineapple on a burger before.
It's not bad. It's actually quite good.
No, it sounds
Really?
horrible.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds terrible.
Game starting up here. We're getting into New Repugnancy. Mr. Miyagi, $5 to say hashtag for the kids. Let's go chat. Time for the donut train. Choo choo, mother effers. Godson Max
Let's go.
following up with a $2, I guess, passenger car. Says, I got banned for saying I don't watch base trade TV. Can I get unbanned? I'll tell you what, man. Normally, no, but because it's today, because it's charity, I'm going to unban you and hope that you get rebanned in order to donate again.
Just reban him.
You've been unbanned only to be rebanned immediately.
Thank you for your charitable donation.
In this best of 9, the score is 4-3. Oh my God,
Oh
Rhoda!
my God.
Rhoda, forget any kind of caboose.
Jeez,
Rhoda's
wow.
piloting this train, conducting it.
Jeez.
Whatever. $100.
Well, it's a flying train.
You know what? I love this donation. Obviously, it's a big donation, but I love the context of the message more. He says, pineapple on a burger is never fine, Dan's game. I agree.
I agree with that one.
Grilled pineapple with bacon on a burger. There is like
That's some hipster shit, bro. No,
You know
I
what's
ain't
great?
feeling it.
I mean, ask me the last time I've had it. I'm just saying it ain't bad.
Jeff, we couldn't do this on stream because it'd be TOS, but what's our donation goal for you to punch Adam in the face?
I know. I know. Jeez. I might just do it for free.
Free 99 Costco handouts.
We should highlight really
That's
quick
your
here.
intro, bro.
Yeah. To the bottom left, we have the Blue Zerg player playing for Wendigo. He's the captain of this team. For the second time today, it's Bly. And to the upper right, we got the Red Zerg player, none other than Clash's Lambo. And they've actually both opened up with regular builds, which is scary because Bly's the kind of guy to go pool first, to be aggressive, to cheese, to all in. The scariest thing that Bly could do is play a normal build.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. After seeing some of the 200 IQ memes today, I don't even know how these guys are going to go into this. I mean, when your back's up against the wall and it's a series point, I mean, really, what do? You have to decide if you're just going to go for it or if you're actually going to play safe. And oftentimes, guys will just get the spiciest when everything's on the line.
Spice.
Well, speaking of spice, we got a little bit of pepper coming in from those donations. 400 bits cheered from Textickle, excuse me. Oh, fuck, I just realized what I've said. Damn it. Burger Town, $5 to say burgers on base trade. Hashtag Burgers TV, let's go! EPAC goes in 601 bits, and then Civmaster999 adds 500 bits. And again, all those bits are going to be going towards charity, guys. That World Vision charity. One last time, exclamation mark for the kids in the Twitch chat. Get that link. Learn about the charity. They're good people. They're doing good stuff.
That's right.
ZVZ up in this mother, and it looks like it's going to be a macro-style ZVZ on top of that. The third hatch going down for our friend Lambo, who has quite literally just been wrecking the competition since he's been up.
Yeah, you could say he's been driving over the competition to this point, Mr. Black.
Not feeling that one.
No,
it was
not feeling that.
I had another one in my head, but then it was gone. I didn't want to sit here and just and off for like 15 seconds, so I just went for it.
All right.
They can't all be winners.
No, they can't.
The owner of Sizestorm Gaming is a huge car guy, and even though Lambo's not on the team Sizestorm, it was at a WCS event, I think it was, that he basically made Lambo test drive a Lambo. It was actually really great.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
Makes sense.
What an amazing opportunity. I wouldn't be able to even fit in a Lambo, so props to being able to get out there and have some fun with it.
Dude, right? I see those really sexy looking cars, and I also can't help but think, like, this looks like it'd be really uncomfortable to squeeze into.
Some of them are surprisingly roomy in the driver's seat. Like, I can fit in a Viper, for example, but then there are other ones where they just, there's nothing. It's a go-kart. There's just not a hope or a dream of me getting in there.
It gets so much worse as an adult, too, because it's also the same when I look at women and I gawk at them. I'm like, damn, she looks so good, but also those boots were probably so uncomfortable. Those heels, that poor girl. Like,
What?
Thirsty.
I'm just saying, same thing with a car, dude. I'm like, that's a sexy fucking car, but damn, it probably sucks to drive.
Man, how did that car get in those heels?
Oh my goodness, I'd love to take her for a ride.
Well, if you find yourself with a boot in a car, you're having a bad time for a different reason, I guess.
Rifkin always apparently asking himself, can I fit in that
Lambo.
Yes.
For the kids. For the kids.
For the kids.
We got a $5.97 donation coming in from Skunky30. Says hashtag pineapple pizza. Can we get a ban on Skunky30 in the chat? Thank you. No. No pineapple on pizza. Not here. Take that shit somewhere else.
There is 2 base still sitting pretty for Bly.
But there's a big
what's-
distinction between the two of them. Because Lambo's going for melee upgrades and a huge swarm of lings, whereas Bly's going for the more classic Roach style of play.
Yes.
And Roaches, if you get surrounded and your opponent has +1 and you don't have armor, you will lose that fight with the Roaches. But if you don't get surrounded, if your back's against the wall, if you're covering yourself, then the Zerglings don't win that fight. So there's going to be a lot of control and positioning that will really matter a lot for this future engagement.
And what is Lambo going to do here to really take care of this? He obviously knows what Bly is doing. He's sitting on 2 base. He sees the Roaches. The Roaches are coming over. How do you prepare for this? This can be a big attack.
Honestly, you sometimes out of panic, you'll see a lot of spine crawlers come down, but Lambo's been using every mineral and getting as many Zerglings as possible. So it's going to come down to getting that surround. Bly does not have his back against the wall.
God.
Now backs up to the ramp.
Got him.
But even then, this still might be too. I don't know if this is. Oh, the Cocoons!
This wasn't a full surround.
He's marching Cocoons to create a wall! He's walled off his Roaches!
That was fucking cute, bro.
300
of course-
IQ.
Oh my God, that was cute, bro.
When these hatch, they
That
turn
was
into full
cute.
health Ravagers.
Jeff,
They're going to be a
would
little
you
bit
fit in that
squishy, but
Lambo?
Oh my God, that was cute.
that was some high
I've never
IQ play
seen-
out of Bly.
I haven't seen that. I literally haven't seen
GG?
that. That
Oh,
is sick.
fire.
Oh, we're going to the
It wasn't even a full surround because he was on the ramp, and then he just
God,
gives the
dude.
wall up front. Let's go.
Guys,
Dude, that was so sick.
Bly is a great player to have in your events, and if you ever have to question why, show them this game, this VOD, this video. But this means
Got
we're
him.
going all the way. Game 9. This rarely happens. It's
Wow.
so hard to get a series that is this back and
Dude,
forth.
no.
I can't
No,
believe
no,
this.
Riff, no.
Slow down.
Slow down, because
Slow down, sister.
slow down for a second, because what the fuck did I just witness? That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. He started morphing in those goddamn units.
Yeah, the Ravagers to create a wall. We talked about it like 4 games ago where
And
that
then
was a
when they popped,
possibility.
their health was like, hey, what's up, bro?
Then their health comes back up. That's what happens.
That was plays.
Yes, he put himself up against the wall on the ramp, so he couldn't get a full surround with the Zerglings anyway. It was like a 3/4 surround.
Yep.
And then when he got just down, he gets the Ravagers up.
And he waited just long enough, like the DPS,
You get
like
maximum
it was
health.
maximum health, and
Maximum.
it's great.
Big game plays coming out from Bly. Going into the game, the last one.
I gotta be honest, I love how much enthusiasm you guys had about that, because that was absolutely the sickest play out of Bly. But I guess I've been a little
listen,
spoiled
bro.
because I expect
I know.
Bly to do
Yes,
this
you
thing.
do this all the time. You cast them all the time, bro.
Yeah.
We cast Bronze League games. We don't see this shit.
No. Well, we saw in LAGTV we have a guy that does a similar play. Is it Toe to Steel that does the changeling play?
Yes.
So it's like a really bad version of that, but it's still he's made it work a few times in LAGTV tournaments where he just gets a whack of changelings and then he surrounds the enemy army with changelings and then attacks with Roach. It's kind of like the reverse of what we just saw. But that was so cute. I mean, that was beautiful.
I enjoyed it, man, because when I cast games like this, I cast them as a fan.
That's
like
right.
I'm watching it. Like
Right?
I cast stuff on LAGTV.
Yes.
I
Yes.
cast it as a caster that
Is a fan.
that is not really a fan of the gameplay. It's more of a comedy sake. But
Yes.
this, I don't watch much professional StarCraft, and then seeing plays like that, bam,
That's good stuff. Couldn't have been done better. And
Fire,
now we're
yeah.
going into game 9.
fire.
Yeah, we know the player is Namshar. He's the last remaining player, but we're waiting on the map picks still, and he's got to think really hard on this.
Are there vetoes left on the board, or are we out of vetoes?
I don't know. I think there's one veto, but I don't know for which team is the thing. But what's crazy, Bly just wrote this in the chat. I was going to write right into this is a $1,000 best of one, essentially. This is $1,000 on the line for this
It is.
last
Damn.
game. Because
Can
remember,
they make like a deal? Can they like say, hey, we're at the end here. Let's split this 50-50, or
They could have
I
wanted
mean,
to,
you
but
know,
that's
can't-
on them.
that's on them. Yeah, for us, we're only paying
That's
out
on
to
them.
one team. So if they
yeah,
want
well,
to
one
split
team's
it,
just
that's
getting it. I mean, it's that
To be
time
fair,
to do
though,
it. It's time to talk.
I feel like you do a split like that when it's $100,000 on the line. When it's $1,000 on the
Yeah.
line, I'm like, you know what? No, it's all or
You
nothing.
play
Because
for
I
the
either
glory?
make bank or I make nothing. Like,
All right. Okay.
we got another donation or two coming in, though. We should get caught up on this.
All right.
Lambo in the chat, by the way, saying I thought it was muted for sure. Bly 200 IQ for me. I like that Lambo comes in to say that. Yeah, that was such a sick play. Like, respect to Lambo, because I don't think he was playing that poorly. Bly just made like a really great positional and decision change or choice at the end of that game. But Hard Revenge donated $2.50. Thank you very much. This is, do you pour the milk or the cereal first?
Yes.
I'm not
I
allowed
always
to
do
comment.
the cereal. I'm the cereal guy.
Yeah, I'm cereal first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who pours the milk first?
There are people, I've seen it.
I'm not allowed to
The
talk.
argument is that it keeps the top part crunchier longer.
Riff, you pour the milk first?
No. Oh, Jeff, did you not see this tweet?
No, what? What tweet?
Riff's got some weird like shit post food
So,
tweets,
I
like
don't-
the reverse peanut butter and jam thing, and like it just
I can't talk about
heinous.
it. I'm not allowed to talk about it, but if someone could dig up that tweet for Jeff, that would be amazing. But guys, yeah, there's I'm not allowed to talk about it. We used our last veto though. Acropolis
All
was
right.
the choice
Okay.
from Namshar, and this tournament, this series, everything will end on King's Cove, which means you know I got to play that dumb
Oh,
intro
boy.
again.
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
Graphic, thank you for the 555. Says Pineapple on Ravager ramp outplays the team third guy.
Pineapple, bring it home.
How much money are we at right now? About 2,100. We need to make like $300 this game.
Oh,
Mm.
hang on. It's not going to be King's Cove. I thought Bly had used both of his
Oh.
vetoes. He's just now used them
Oh.
both back to back.
Wow.
So is the other
So
team
where are
used
we
the vetoes
going?
earlier? I don't know.
This is like me on the golf course.
Every hole.
Everything's a provisional and a mulligan.
This is crazy.
I didn't
This
use
is
my mulligan
crazy.
yet.
Where's the donation bar? Guys, we're having technical problems with OBS. It's not showing up. If you type !Rhoda, or I'll just type it in the chat for you guys. You can click that to see the live update of it. Sadly for us, like I said, we're having tech problems with OBS. I don't know why it's not showing. I can't for the life of me get it to show it, whatever. But you can see it there displayed. We're at 2,031, and on top of that, we already know there's about $100-ish through bits we'll be adding on top of that. So, yeah, today's been a really, really good day for World Vision.
Very solid, guys. Thank you so much.
So a little bit of the hiccup comes from the fact that we were very close to the end, and both maps are vetoed back to back now, which caused a lot of upset here in the chat for the players. But we'll finally be finding our map here on, looks like Cyber Forest for the final game.
All right, well, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
I'm just gonna say to the players too, thank you all for putting on a great show. We've raised over 2K for the kids. And I gotta give a quick
Smashed
shout out
it.
before we get into this game too. Namshar, the last player, was also the first player to come in and donate his previous prize winnings from a tournament we hosted on the channel. Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
I love the double like
Damn.
Oh, damn is right. 300. Can we just, everyone in chat, if you don't have an Ace TC emote, just write clap. Like, can we get a round of applause for this guy? This guy has carried, like, got to be a quarter at least, if not more, of the donation money
Wow.
today.
It's-
Rhoda.
Damn, like
Well
$300.
done.
$600 or $700.
Well done, sir.
What a god.
He says 2,500
Absolute
hype.
legend.
And yeah, that's about where we're at.
Yeah.
But if you guys can
When
by
you
the way,
add the
quick-
bits, we're about $70 short,
Yeah. If you
I
could
believe.
get you guys to join the lobby, though, pretty please.
Oh, I got to click on that thing. Sorry. I was looking for the invite.
Yeah, it's been bugging out on and off. it's whatever. We're muscling
man.
through it. But anyways, Cyber Forest, last game, huge claps, big thanks. And if, as Jeff said, we're about $70 shy. If we raise $70, then we'll have one more game before the day's out. What we'll do is it'll be myself versus Nova War. I don't know how we'll do commentary for. I guess Jeff could just commentate it from Nova's point of view, and I'll just stream from mine, which will make no sense for you guys watching, but it's
Whatever.
something.
You can watch our view on YouTube.
There you go. But okay, just see if the players are ready. It's a ZVZ finale, everybody. Two Zergs duking it out. Best of one, essentially $1,000 on the line for this one game. And let's...
Big money plays, boys.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm really happy.
Oh, you're
by
going to
the
be doing
way.
that video thing, right?
Oh no, there's no crazy intro for this one. I'm really
Oh,
happy
no.
though,
Yeah,
because
they changed the map.
I don't get to do a lot of charity stuff. We're so preoccupied with our own events a lot of the time. To see this go not just well, but even better than last year makes me very happy. And as you mentioned
Pretty
before,
dope,
there are
man.
some other people who are going to be getting in on this action too. Loco and Nathanius. Do you guys know the dates for
Macromorph,
those?
and also us again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Do you guys know the dates for those? We can just like shout out here.
yeah. Actually, well, you go ahead and introduce, and
Okay.
I will gather up those dates so that I don't screw it up.
Sure. Well, Jeff looks that up. Let's throw this around on Nova War.
Ooh.
Nova War.
Yes.
Hit me up with the sound of someone coming back to StarCraft 2.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one.
Oh, the sarcasm was deep. Deep in that.
2 games of StarCraft in 1 calendar year is a record for me.
All right, I got the dates, but before we do, starting up here in the top left position, we have got blah 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 blah.
Captain of
And
his
down
team.
here in the bottom right position, we have Namshar.
Namshar is Swedish. Bly is Ukrainian. We've got some really powerhouse players coming in, and we just got another $50 coming from Commander Demel. Says hashtag for the
Let's go.
robes. No, shut it down. Zesteel
Let's-
throws in $10 to say, all right, we won't reach 4K burger goal, but we can get sliders if we reach 2.5K, right? Come on, Rifkin. And those shirts made.
There you go.
For those that don't know, there will be another World Vision charity event on June 15th, which will be myself and Adam over on my Twitch channel. Then on June 21st will be Macromorph. On June 22nd, the next day, will be the most friendliest, awesomest StarCraft content creator, Loco TV. And on the 29th, the bad boy, the god himself, the voice of WCS, Nathanius.
There's a really big build up for like just saying Nathanius.
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is.
Nathanius.
Nathanius.
Nate.
On the June 29th.
Nate the
And-
Great.
Nate the Great. There you go.
Just a little bit of more self-patting here really quick, guys. You know, we always talk about StarCraft 2 and people snark at it or sponsors don't want anything to do with it. But like, look what we were able to do with just a couple of games here today, right? Like, this was really
That's
cool
crazy.
to see. And you got more content creators creating more stuff for more StarCraft charity events with those mentioned names. So be sure to check out Nate and Loco for Sherzies. $5 coming in from Major Numeris. Thank you for the $5. Is for the kids. Arner, my boy Arner, our temporary, not really mod, but he's a mod. $20 to say for the Emperor protects, brother.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, we're
Well,
starting off very similar.
It's another 3-base versus the 2-base open
Yep.
in this ZVZ, just like we saw before. And so, how much more is this going to look like the game previous at this point?
Probably the
I
exact
don't
same.
think it's going to look the same at all. Bly, there's no way Bly pulls off such a sick move again. I love this guy to death, and he's like big brain player. But that was such a like once in a lifetime perfect game, like the way that played out.
Well, what is he going to do sitting on 2 base for so long? Okay, there it
he's-
is. Okay, he is. Well,
He's
no,
looking
never
to do,
mind. I
it's a
thought there
role
was hatch.
reversal. It's a role reversal. He's
All
doing
right.
what Lambo was doing essentially. He's got melee upgrades, and sure there might be roaches at some point, but he's thinking about using lings. Whereas Namshar has just gone straight to roaches. He's not going to be mucking
Yeah.
about with the lings. He's not going to be using larva. Like what the lings he has now are pretty much most of what he's going to have, and that'll be a big difference in the army composition between the two of them.
All right. Well, we got some Zerglings poking up on the other side. Now going to head back to the base. Getting the double extractor going right now. It's going to be getting some heavy gas. Like you said, both players getting that Roach Warren, and both are finishing up at the exact same time. We've got Metabolic Boost finishing up here for Bly as well. And really, the layer as well going down. So
That's gonna give him
very,
roach
very
speed.
interesting. Yeah.
The
No,
other
very
part of this, though, is as he takes these extra gases, I am wondering if Namshar is considering a Nidus Worm. In the event that Bly goes mutas, which Bly is known to do, a Nidus Worm would be a really great way to get roaches and queens across the field. But for now, at the looks of things, without additional queens being produced, this does feel like it's just going to be for roach speed. And, another $2 donation coming in from Therian. Again, guys, this is the last game of the day, other than me and Adam, which I guess we're going to be playing now. So get your donations in while you can. $2 from Therian to say for the children. Also check the Twitter. I will after this game. Thank you, Therian.
All right. Gonna manage to get it. It's gonna be close.
Oh, man, that was
there
close.
it goes.
That was one Zergling. Without that
that
one
was
extra
one
Zergling,
last
that
hit.
doesn't die.
Yeah.
Hero. That was
Yeah,
huge.
That was absolutely huge, especially since he was late on his third. This has completely kind of reversed it as far as the
Supply
economy
blocks
goes, or at least
too.
brought it back to parity.
It supply blocks him, and he's got no Overlord start. Okay, now he's got Overlord start, but that's a big supply
Yeah.
block for a pro gamer. Like
Huge.
that's not something he's comfortable with.
Yeah, that is huge. Gonna go back and he's gonna get us around here on this.
Ooh, we didn't really talk about
That's
this, but Namshar was forced to make a bunch of Zerglings. That's why he has so many on the map right now. But they're out upgraded. But that was another.
wow,
good
no
thing.
cancel?
No cancel. Yeah, no
That's huge.
cancel, bro.
Wow.
But 1-to-1, Blyslings are better. They will win every fight 1-to-1. They've got that +1 melee, and it's a big deal. And choking off the middle point like this means Namshar's numbers
That
advantage
makes
is
even
gone.
better. Yeah.
They're both fighting with basically 3 Lings at a time. Bly turns a fight that he's severely outnumbered into a, well, frankly, almost victory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. So that was, I mean, the fact that there was no cancel on that third was real, quite impressive. Honestly, that we saw the two go down that way. But hey, now we've got these guys both kind of building back up. But Namshar with the lead kind of to a degree. But that +1's going to do a lot of work for Bly, especially given where he's getting these engagements.
Yeah, we got a bunch of Roach and Ling just kind of holding it, and we're kind of at a standstill right now. I don't think any player is in a position to do any significant damage at this point.
It's not that there needs to be any significant damage right now. Killing that third base for Bly was significant damage. So Namshar is happily just like sitting here, supplying up. You look at the numbers game right now, 64 army units to 34 in favor of Namshar, and the type of army units is Roaches versus Lings. Bly's best bet is to go Mutas here and try and take advantage of that. He's got a macro hatchery in the main. He'll be able to spam Lings underneath this, but having invested in Roaches and Ravagers now, that might not be the direction he goes, and they just don't believe that being behind like this, he could ever out-macro what Namshar has. I mean, since the days you guys cast, one thing hasn't changed. Defender's advantage is a hell of a drug in ZVZ.
Yeah.
And if Bly attacks into Namshar, there's no way he wins.
Well, the Spire is on its way for Bly, and what else do we have going on here on the other end? He's just basically using map control, not really doing a whole lot on his end. He's got a ton of supply. I mean, he's 141 to 109.
He's going to get a little sneaky run by here, actually, and maybe pick up a couple of drone kills, maybe a queen if he's particularly lucky with this little attack. And it's forcing Namshar to turn around and actually stop his forward play, which is really important now for Bly, given his disadvantage army-wise.
It is also the time bot necessary to try and even get a Spire finished up. That's the most value of this is not the drones killed, but the army being pulled back. And if Namshar pulls back again, he will certainly give Bly time to get those mutas in play. But my fear is that there's so many Roaches, even if he spawns like 8 mutas, they're not going to kill these Roaches in time.
Yeah,
no,
not
there's
enough
a lot
DPS.
of damage right now on the field for Namshar, and this is going to be, if Bly pulls this off, it will be a miracle and a half. A lot of fire mixtapes being dropped here as he tries to hold the ramp and also trying to get down this third. And he
not this time.
Getting lucky this time.
Not this time.
Namshar.
No, you had the luck before, but this is a dangerous place for him to be just, continuing to run up the ramp here. Namshar has the numbers, but honestly, he doesn't want to just throw everything away like that.
Well, he's bringing all of his units over now as well, and this could be GG. Like, he could just attack here fully. Could be close.
Bly's did everything
nice
in
mixtapes getting dropped.
The mutas are spawning any second now, but again, there's not enough to really stop this. But these corrosive bows out of these Ravagers are doing crazy damage to Namshar's army. But down to 27 drones, even if he holds, he's behind economically. So this has to be like a dominating defense into a huge counter. And so far, these corrosive bows are making this look convincing. Namshar getting a little lazy in the control, now starts picking it up, dodges that last corrosive bile, stops taking those hits, and is pushing through for the win.
GG. Yeah.
That's it. Not quite enough, but a lot of work, man, put in there by those Ravagers. But yeah, just again, not quite enough. If he had just one more cycle off of holding that attack off that forced Namshar to go home to get a couple of more muta, like he's gonna technically get this, but then the reinforcements arrive, and that's gonna be game, and that's it. Namshar.
That's it.
Namshar, who donated early, and we were pulling for early.
Yo, it's that karma!
Comes
It's
out
that
at the
karma!
end.
He did it. The karma came in.
He came in karma, chameleon.
And is TLO on that team too?
You know what? I just closed the Google document. I've kind of forgot. But
I thought TLO was on his team as well, but I could be wrong about that.
I want to say I think he was. We can recap that in a bit, but regardless, guys, well, I've closed the document.
Man.
We have records. I'll make sure everyone gets paid accordingly. But congratulations to Namshar and his team of Harstam and crew.
Man.
Really good stuff to see. Of course, again, for
Well
all the
done.
players who played today, win or lose, they will all be directly invited to BTSL Season 3, so they'll skip qualifiers, and that's worth quite a bit in and of itself. But for this, now we've got a couple of shout-outs left to do and get to some dirty work between myself and Adam.
That's
first
right.
off, before we do any of that, though, thank you, everybody. Never knowing how an event's going
Yes.
to go. It's always a little risky, a little scary. We blew it out of the water today. Between the bits cheered and the donations, we're well over $2,500 raised. So just everybody, whether we accidentally missed you on a shout out or
you.
not, congratulations. You all helped make this happen.